right now because green ramps into him so very well. You look at him and go, oh, that's an 8-drop Planeswalker. There's just no way, no how. Well, with the power of green and all your little elf men praying to the trees around you, you will definitely see that Spirit Dragon arise in no time at all. So we're going to move into game number 3. Mono Green versus Sultai Reanimator here at Pew Pew Card and Game. As much as we like you guys watching, we'd like to have you guys come out. So if you're on the I-70 area, Kansas City, Raytown, Lee Summit, Independence, Blue Springs, Grain Valley, Oak Grove, Odessa, come check us out here at Pew Pew Card and Game here in Oak Grove. We're going to be celebrating our, I know it's a little ways off, but 3-year anniversary coming up here in August. So we've been around for a little bit. We've been doing F&M ever since the store's been open, so we'd like to have you guys come out and play. So both of our players here are done sideboarding. I think they both know what they need to do to win these games, and we're going to go right into game number 3.
Okay. Thank you, sir. As of right now, you're at 2, Sean.
That is win tonight.
That's right. No, I don't want to play it.
Hopefully you won't have the Curse of Robbie where you get paired down.
I
And
love the game, and
I got turned down already, and,
oh, shit.
and I ended up beating you.
This was a good game, man. Aaron beat his ass all the way down to 6, and then Miguel top decked the Nugan, wiped the whole board, and then started coming back, and then Aaron got that Dragon Lord Silgar out and stole Nugan. That card's so good. Oh yeah, we got an open spot.
Should, like, 70% of what makes that game awesome is the track.
All right, so we are ready to start game number 3 here. Ryan Miguel's Mono Green versus Aaron Brazinski's Sultai. So fetching off the start, Brazinski's going to be down to 19. Of course, that polluted Delta able to grab him a swamp or a island. See what he goes for here. This will be telling of this what could be in his hand. He's going to go for a swamp. We're going to see turn 1 Thoughtseize here. You deal with the problem before you can deal with the problem. Thoughtseize, Hornet Queen, Carroted, and then 3 lands, and I'm not sure what that card is on the very end.
That is the Defiance, the thing that...
All right, so joining me now in commentary, Mr. Sean Morris. You saw him playing the Artarka Red. So what is that card there on the very end?
That is the one that is so he can say his stuff does not target
Oh, okay.
the Defiance card or something like that, and then he can destroy a blue or black permanent.
Oh, okay, right on. So I can find that.
I'm not sure the name of it.
Active Defiance?
Display of Dominance, that's what it is.
All right, yeah, so there it is. And looks like he went ahead and dumped that Carroted out. So interesting choice right there, but Brazinski taking a 3-life hit right off the bat whenever you fetch. And, man, he just top decks another one right there. Miguel doesn't care. So 2 lands and a Carroted. So Brazinski trying to kind of stave off the mana ramping abilities of Mono Green, and that Thoughtseize, unfortunately, is pretty much going to whiff. Satyr Wayfinder, so we're going to start filling the graveyard. Murderous Cut, Carroted, and a Forest. Forest going to the hand, the rest of it going to the trash. So unfortunately, 2 crucial kill spells going to the graveyard, and Brazinski's going to pass turn on that. So we've seen 3 Terra Stompers in 2 games. Game 1, 2 Terra Stompers out. I haven't seen a Terra Stomper all standard season, not since he was spoiled. And this game we see 2 of them at once.
And I don't understand why people don't run Terra Stomper.
Man, he's a beast.
Countered, 8/8 Trampler. I mean, why not? And he helps Devotion, 3 to Devotion.
Yep.
Why not run it?
All right, so that is Orcish Executioner, I think. Whoops! Don't go back.
Zombie guy.
No, he's got a sack effect.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Who's using that one?
Aaron. Aaron, it is. Yeah, when he comes in to play, both players sacrifice a creature, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did Miguel throw away?
Miguel said his stuff can't be.
Oh, can't be targeted.
That don't make no sense.
Permanents you control cannot be the targets of blue or black spells.
That doesn't work then. That's a sack effect.
All right, so yeah, they were talking over the last play.
I don't even know what set it's from. It's not from the newest one.
It's from no Cons. I'm not really sure what.
I don't know exactly. He let him have the.
Oh, okay, so there's some sideboard tech. Frika coming in. Fricka.
You let him have the display of dominance back because he sacked, but I would have thought Caradid would have been gone too.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We're gonna get the card wording for that Orc Executioner guy up. Maybe it is in Fate.
It's gotta be fake. It's not in this either.
Arbor Colossus on the board for Miguel. Merciless Executioner. So ultimate price, the Ravnica version coming in and killing that Arbor Colossus as soon as he popped out.
It's like a flashback Marauder.
And we're going to see, so I thought Thoughtseize on the board. There again is the display of dominance, but more importantly, 2 Hornet Queens. One of them getting put in the trash. So that card that we were having trouble finding was Merciless Executioner. When he enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure.
I still think Caradid shouldn't have been there. Because
yeah, unless he had something else on the board. I'm not sure if he did. He might have had something else out. Yeah. Okay, so he had Voyaging Satyr. All right, so now that mystery has been solved, we'll move along here in our Scooby-Doo machine.
I mean, that's unfortunate. That Hornet Queen laying in the graveyard of the mono green player. But as you've seen, he had another one in hand too. Yeah,
and important to point out, so in game 1, we saw Thoughtseize with Hornet Queen. Brzezinski put it away immediately. The next 2 cards he drew with Terra Stompers.
Well, and knowing green, there's not a lot, probably anything to take out of the graveyard. So
no, yeah, mono green.
Yep.
And I said that's one of the dangers of discarding Hornet Queen like that. You feel like you have won the day for a second, but you haven't won the battle, because if a whip comes in, that Hornet Queen's going to come right back bringing bees with it. Here comes Hornet Queen. Oh no, there's the Terra Stomper. Ding, ding, ding. Wrap air horn's going off right now. Oh, an ultimate price to answer before I can even bring the card up. And in step. We're going to see a 1/1 Death Touch Snake come out. Frika is going to take the decayed body of that Sylvan Caradid and turn it into a Twisted Snake. And Aaron Brzezinski adding insult to injury by using a pink dice as a 1/1 snake. Here comes the Voyaging Satyr, swinging in with the snake. So 2 damage coming in as he starts to nibble away at Miguel's life total.
The good old reprint of Ultimate Price.
Yep. Ultimate Price, of course, getting reprinted in Dragons of Tarkir, giving these black decks a much-needed answer to dangerous cards. Mainly when that card came out, black decks were like, finally, we have a solid answer to Stormbreath Dragon. But as you can see, it working to great effect here in this mono-green deck.
Yeah, they don't have to cast 3 mana, versus they could just do 2 mana.
And they don't have to delve for Murderous Cut, because Murderous Cut was Murderous Cut and Hero's Downfall are pretty much their 2 answers prior to this.
And in Aaron's deck, if he can save as much as the graveyard from delving for the Murderous Cut, then it's great.
Absolutely. So it looks like he's delving. I don't know if he's delving here or if he's making more snakes. No, he can't be making snakes. There's no mana being tapped.
Looks like maybe a Tazgar.
Tazgar it is.
Coming in.
Yep. And he's going to use abilities. I'm going to bring Tazgar up real quick.
So it looks like Sidisi, Thoughtseize, a whip.
Man, that's a rough pick.
And an Ultimate Price are in the
yeah, 2 Thoughtseize, Ultimate Price, Sidisi, and a whip. That's tough. I think whip.
Oh, he's gonna let him have whip.
I mean, that's either way, man. That is a rough pick because. But the whip, he's gonna be able to bring back Sidisi for a turn. It's gonna let him fill his graveyard up, and he's gonna try to get another zombie token on the board. But here comes big mana. Hornet Queen, absolutely.
And it tells me if he give him a whip, then he must have a Nugan in hand. That's what it tells me right there.
Oh, that might be a good idea. So you think he might have tried to play Hornet to bait a counter out then? I don't know. Sultai Reanimator doesn't usually run.
Well, they can. They usually run Disdainful Stroke.
Oh, okay.
That's their big counter, and
They're
then a couple negates they like to splash in there
I see.
out of the sideboard. But I think that's what Miguel's next move could be.
Okay, so Brodzinski taking a look at the graveyard, seeing if he's got anything he can try to get back with. Okay, there's the whip. So if anything, Brodzinski going to be able to try to swing in and at least get some life back. And a devotion count towards Frika right now is going to be 2 for the whip, 2 for Frika, 1 for the Caridid, 1 for Wayfinder, and 1 for Tagasar, bringing up to 7. And that is going to bring Frika online. So you have a 5/5 indestructible god online too. So I think what Brodzinski wants to do here is optimally, he doesn't have enough mana open up even with his Caridid to try to use Tagasar's ability if Ugin does come down. So we're going to see some bodies getting turned sideways here. Frika, the Snake, and the Wayfinder coming in. He's going to leave Tagasar up. And I mean, if he wants to get rid of Tagasar though, Ugin's going to have to -6, and that's a big hit.
And that might be why he's not swinging there. So he just lets him drop it out and -6 him.
Yeah, I can imagine. So Snake to block Frika. I'm sorry, Hornet block. Yeah.
Yeah, the insect.
And 1 coming in, so Brodzinski's going to gain 6. Aaron, are you at 23? Okay. Oh, okay. All right, I was off. Miguel, you at 18? 15. Okay, thanks. All right, so one of Frika's great sideboard tech is she is just a 3-drop god, and she brings out those 1/1 Death Touch Snake. So really, again, this Sultai deck really wants to take advantage of everything you've got in the graveyard. Arbor Claws is coming down.
He must have missed that mana.
Oh, and then we're going to see that...
Display of Dominance.
Is that work right?
Destroy target blue or black. Permanent.
Okay, permanent. Right on.
So he didn't have the Ugin, so he was holding a Display of Dominance in hand.
I don't know. That's
pretty good.
That's pretty.
For 2 mana.
Yeah, for 2.
8 mana.
Yeah.
7 or whatever it was. Ugin is.
Well, hopefully Miguel can start top decking some good stuff because he is out of cards right now. Brodzinski, it looks like to me, has 2 cards in hand. Again, Tagasar and Frika pretty much leading the charge on Brodzinski's side. And we keep seeing Brodzinski checking that graveyard. So we might be seeing some sort of Delve tech in his hand. But really right now he's got to figure out a way to get rid of these bees. The great thing about it is, though, he's got an indestructible god online, and he can pretty much swing every turn and at least trade off those bees.
The god's not online no more.
Oh, did we lose the god? Well, with the Satyr.
It fell off.
2 with the god, 1 with Satyr, 1 with Caridid, 1 with Tagasar. Yeah,
it needs 7.
Okay, there's the 2 we need, though, with the Soul of Innistrad on the board in the corner there.
God's back online. So it lets him swing. He swings with the Snake. The 1/1 Death Touch Snake. Arbor Colossus is just going to jump in front of the god.
Yeah, and he does. Yeah, and that pink dice you see there is a 1/1 Death Touch Snake token. So Miguel choosing wisely not to let that snake poison his Arbor Colossus.
That Soul of Innistrad, though. Hopefully next turn, if he'll plan on buying that whip back out of the graveyard.
Interesting to see if. I mean, I guess the monstrous effect of Arbor Colossus is really not going to come into play here, as Brodzinski doesn't have any flyers. I got confused.
It gives him a big beater, though.
I was confused with Pulse Crusher. I thought that was the one that destroyed the enchantment for a second. I was like, that might help, kind of. I guess I don't know.
I mean, they're all the same, right?
Can't destroy the god. Yeah, can't destroy the god because he's indestructible. That's one of those things, man. When those
mono green doesn't have really an answer to that god.
Yeah, no exile effect. Well, no, they have Return to Aether, that 1/2-drop green spell from
make him put it back in the deck.
Yeah, shuffles it away. Yeah. That card actually saw quite a bit of sideboard play for a little bit. So the Soul coming in as a 6/6. The guy. Okay, so Brodzinski's double checking his attack decisions before he turns his guy sideways.
Hey, because you're stealing down 1/1 Death Touch bees.
Yeah,
it's rough when you don't have the whip just to guarantee life gain.
I mean, really, pretty much what Brodzinski wants to do here is swing with Frika as a 5/5, but you have Arbor Colossus sitting in the way. So if you try to put any more meat behind Frika, the bees are just going to sting him down one by one, and your guy's going to fall offline. So we've got some island being tapped here, blue-green land. So Brodzinski looks like